Very warm welcome to all the students. In today's lecture, we are going to solve some problems related to regular expression that we studied in the last lecture. Now, this is the first problem that we are going to address. Here, we are going to construct a regular expression for a language over sigma equal to 0, 1. One thing is very clear, the language is over alphabet set 0, 1. That means all the strings, all possible strings in the language will be formed from only 0 and 1 symbols. So there will be binary strings. Second, there is no constraint that is mentioned on this language, neither on the length nor in the placements of zeros and b's, occurrence of zeros and b's, and so on, right? Zeros and ones, I'm sorry, and so on. So how will we design this regular expression? Okay, now always when you solve such problems, the very first thing that you need to ask yourself is, what is the minimum possible string? What is the minimum possible string? In this case, the minimum possible string will be null. Okay, because when the alphabet set is repeated 0 number of times, that means when the alphabet set is not at all accessed, what you get is a null string. So minimum possible string will be null. Then when the alphabet set is repeated, so I will just write here, when alphabet set 0, 1 is repeated 0 number of times, what you are going to get is null. So the string with length 0. When the alphabet z is repeated 1 number of times, you will get either 0 or 1. Only 2 strings will be obtained. So when this is repeated 1 time, you will get strings of length 1. Then when alphabet set is repeated 2 number of times, you will get the strings of length 2. Now what are the possible strings? In the first access, you may choose 0, and in the second access, you may choose 1. So 0, 1 is one possible string. Then in the first access, you may choose 0, and in the second access also you may choose 0, right? Then in the first access you may choose 1, and in the second access you may choose 0. In the first access you may choose 1, in the second access you may choose 1. So these are the 4 possible strings. So when alphabet set is repeated 2 number of times, you get 4 different possible strings of length 2, and this will continue. So in general, remember, whenever the alphabet set is accessed, you have an option of choosing 0 or 1. You have an option of choosing either 0 or 1, and you can choose anyone, right? So the corresponding regular expression will be 0 can be selected or 1 can be selected. I have already spoken to you in my previous lectures how to convert a regular language into regular expression. Curly brackets replaced with the parenthesis, commas and union operators replaced with plus. Now when I write this term, it means that this sub-expression is repeated exactly once, unless I write 0 on top, right? Or unless I write some star on top. Okay, so 0 plus 1 means the regular expression, this particular expression will be repeated exactly once, and that will give you, when anything is repeated exactly once, this is going to give you only 2 possible strings, single length 0 or 1. But the regular expression here, what I am going to write is a generalized one, so it will work for all this. Now you tell me, see, now this alphabet set can be repeated from 0 time, 1 time, 2 time till infinite number of time. What is that superscript operator that we use when we say any sub-expression is repeated 0 or more times? It is nothing but a clean star operator, subscript operator. So I am going to just write a star on top of it, and now see what will happen. Okay, now you will ask a question, is null a part of this regular expression? Will a regular expression accept null string? Yes. Why? Because when this entire regular expression or sub expression is repeated 0 number of times, you are going to get null. Now when this is repeated one number of times, you are going to get, you have to choose either 0 or 1, so you will get 0 or 1. When this is repeated two number of times, in the first excess you may choose from 0 and 1 something, in the second excess you may choose from 0 and 1 something. Those those symbols will be concatenated to form a string or a word, and you have four possible strings or words over here of length 2 when this is repeated two number of times. So this way, when I write star, you will get all possible strings of any possible length. So basically this is a regular expression for the given language, and whenever you write 0 plus 1 raised to star, this actually means any combination of zeros and ones of any length. This is very important. So this means any combination of zeros and ones of any length. Okay, note that this is the answer, but I am just showing a variation. Suppose I had written 0 plus 1 raised to plus instead of star. Now what is plus operator? Plus operator means the sub expression can be repeated one or more times. So if I write plus on top, then what kind of strings will be accepted? All these strings will be accepted. Okay, all these strings will be accepted of length 1, 2, 3 till infinity. Okay, but the string of length 0 will not be accepted, because the sub expression, when you write any plus on top of any sub expression, it means the sub expression has to be repeated at least once. So it is one or more. And when the sub expression is repeated or accessed at least once, you are bound to get 0 or 1, and you will never get this null. That's why plus, when you use on top of any sub expression, you will not have null as one of the strings, and when star is used on top of any sub expression, that time null will be included. In the second question, we are going to construct a regular expression for a language over sigma equal to 0, 1. The constraint imposed on this language is every string should end with 0, 1. Okay, so what is the constraint that is imposed? The constraint is imposed only on the last part of the string. Okay, so what kind of string is accepted? The string should be such that the first half can be any combination of zeros and ones. First half can be any combination of zeros and ones, but the string should end with 0, 1. Right? So the required regular expression will be, we have already seen what is the meaning of any combination of zeros and ones. The required regular expression will be 0 or 1 star. So this will give you any combination of zeros and ones of any length, and the string should compulsorily end with 0, 1. So there should be compulsory 0, 1 at the end of the string. So this is a regular expression. In this problem, we are supposed to determine regular expression for the language that contains strings with odd number of ones. So we have to go with the definition of what is odd number. So an odd number, it starts with 1, then 3, 5, 7 and so on. Okay, so the strings of the language will be of zeros and ones, binary strings. The constraint is the number of ones which are there in the string, they should be odd. So what will be the minimum possible string? Minimum possible string will be 1, right? Because the number of 1 should be odd, and minimum possible odd number is 1. So 1 appearing one time, this will be the minimum possible string. Now we will just use a result. What is an even number of ones? Okay, what is the meaning of even number of ones? So to even number of ones, if we add one extra one, it gives me odd number of ones. Agreed? To even number of ones, if we add one extra one, we will get odd number of ones. So now first let us find out. Okay, first let us find out how do we get even number of ones. How do we get even number of ones? Okay, now the minimum possible. Now let's find out first regular expression for even number of ones. Now the even numbers, okay, they start with 0, 1, 2 and so on. 0, then 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. Okay, so what is the minimum possible string for even number of ones? The minimum possible string will be null. Agreed? Then what's the next minimum possible string for even number of ones? You will have exactly 2 ones. Agreed now? So this is a string of length 0. This will be the string of length 1. Now in general, how do we get this? This will be the string of length 2. So in general, how do we get the strings of all the even length? So this 2 ones, okay, are the number of ones will be 2, length will be 2. So in general, when we have a clean star over this sub expression, okay, so when this sub expression is repeated 0 number of times, it will give me null. When this sub expression is repeated exactly 1 number of times, it is going to give me exactly 2 ones, right? When this is repeated say 3 number of times, okay, so I will just write it here. So when this sub expression 0 0 is repeated 0 number of times, it is going to give me null. When this same sub expression is repeated 1 number of times, it is going to give me 1 not 0 0 1 1. When this is repeated exactly 1 number of times, it is going to give me exactly 2 ones. When this sub expression is repeated 2 number of times, then in the first excess I will get 2 ones, and in the second excess I will get 2 ones. So what I will get is 4 number of ones. Okay, so this is length 4, this is length 2, this length 0. So these are all even lengths. Then this sub expression, when it is repeated 3 number of times, in the first excess I will get 2 ones, then in the second excess also 2 more ones, and in the third excess also 2 more ones. So altogether the string of length 6 will be formed when this is repeated 3 times, 4 times and so on. So basically when you write star here, it means the sub expression can be repeated from 0 to infinite number of times. Those many even length strings you will get. You can check. Similarly, when 1 1 is repeated 4 number of times, okay, you are bound to get the string of length 8 and so on. So in general, this is a regular expression for giving you even number of ones. But for this regular expression, please note that it is the language of zeros and ones. Okay, we have full attention on number of ones, but we have ignored 0. Okay, we have full attention on number of ones, but we have ignored zeros. So in between these ones, okay, you can have any number of zeros, 0 or more number of zeros, correct? You can have 0 or more number of zeros in between these ones. So this will give you a regular expression for accepting even number of ones. Now let's come back to this definition. Now even number of ones, regular expression we have just found out. When you add one extra one to it, then we will get odd number of ones, right? So these even number of ones, they are not compulsory. They are they can be repeated even zero number of times, right? So outside this sub expression, if I write one compulsory one, then what will happen? Outside the sub expression, if I write one compulsory one, then even though this sub expression is repeated zero number of times, at least one single one you will get. So that satisfies our minimum string criteria, right? But now this is a regular expression for even number of ones. Okay, but suppose somebody gives you a string like this 0 1 0 0. This should be accepted or rejected? This should be accepted. Why? Because it has odd number of 1, right? So when the string is 0 1 0 0, okay, this sub expression, which is a representative of even number of ones, will be repeated zero number of times. That means this sub expression will not at all get repeated. From where you will get this 0? So you require a 0 outside. Now this 0 may or may not be there, so it is repeated 0 or more times. Similarly, after this single one, don't you think there should be another 0, which is also optional, which may exist or which may not exist? Okay, so what you get here is the final regular expression. And this final regular expression has actually two parts. Okay, there are two parts for this final regular expression. In the first part, you have a regular expression for accepting even number of ones, and then when you have one extra one outside this regular expression, so this regular expression, when it is repeated, it is going to give you only even length number of ones, and to whatever even length number that you get when you have one compulsory one outside, that will become odd number of ones. So this is the regular expression that is required. In this problem, we are supposed to construct a regular expression for the language L over sigma equal to a comma b. So first of all, what is given to us is the language contains strings of a's and b's. Now the constraints given, so there are three sub problems which are given here. In the first sub problem, the language L over sigma a comma b, the restriction imposed is, in the language every string begins with a and ends with b. Okay, so two things are known to us. One, the language contains strings of a's and b's, length is not specified. Okay, that means it can range from anything. Then the restriction which is given over here says that the string begins with a and ends with b. Okay, so what is the minimum possible string? Okay, basically the string will have three parts. First part, it says that the string should start with a, begin with a. Then third part, the string should end with b, and the middle part can be any combination of a's and b's, and at times it could be null also, right? So the minimum possible string that I can think of is AB itself. Okay, so the regular expression in general will be, it starts with A followed with any combination of A's and B's, but it ends with single B. So this is a regular expression for the given language. Okay. In the second question, we are again supposed to construct regular expression for the language L over sigma equal to a comma b. So the strings are of a's and b's, but the restriction imposed here is different. Each string should contain a, b, b, h substring. Okay. Now whenever we say string, the minimum possible string in this case will be ABB. right? So minimum possible string will be ABB, which means the first half or the left side part of ABB is null and the right hand side part of ABB is also null. But otherwise, the left hand side and right hand side part of ABB could be any combination of A's and B's. So to the left hand side, any combination of A's and B's, then ABB is compulsory, and to the right hand side also any combination of A's and B's will do, right? So this is a string. Now when I say any combination of A's and B's, it could be even null. So if this part is null, then ABB would be prefix for the string. If this part is a null, then ABB would be suffix for the string. So in general, the required regular expression is first any combination of A's and B's, AB star, then ABB. So ABB is a compulsory substring, and followed with again any combination of A's and B's. So again AB star. So this is the required regular expression. Now in the third sub problem, again the languages of A's and B's, but here it is said the constraint given here is that the string should have at least 2 A's. Okay, the string should have at least 2 A's. So similarly, what is the minimum possible string that we can think of? At least 2 A's. So minimum possible string will be AA itself, but there are 2 A's. Okay. Now in general, the string would be what? Something would be here, some part would be here, then there will be A, then some part will be here, then again there will be A, and some part will be here. But note that this part, okay, it may be any combination of A's and B's, or it could be also null. So it could be any combination of A's and B's, also null. So also this part, any combination of A's and B's, and also null. And also this part, any combination of A's and B's, and also it could be null. Fine. So when all these three are null, then you get the minimum possible string, right? So in general, the required regular expression will be, so first half could be any combination of A's and B's, so A plus B the whole star, followed with compulsory A. Then the middle part also could be any combination of A's and B, so A plus B the whole star, followed with the compulsory A. So these are two compulsory A's. Any more A's, if they are there in the string, they will either come in this or maybe in the last. So this is the required regular expression. In the next problem, we are required to construct regular expression for language over sigma equal to 0, 1. Again here the strings of the language will be binary strings. The constraint here is the length of the string should be 6 or less. Now remember, whenever I used to write any sub expression raised to something, for example sub expression raised to star, it simply means this sub expression can be repeated 0 number of times, 1, 2, 3, 4 till the star number of times. In this case it is infinite number of times. Also if I write say sub expression raised to say 4, it simply means sub expression can be repeated 0 number of times, 1, 2, 3 and maximum 4. So this superscript number is the maximum number of times the sub expression can be repeated. So over here the regular expression should be such that the string should be of length 6 or less. So maximum is 6. Okay. Again, what are the constraints over the placements of A's and B's? No, any combination. So the required regular expression will be first it is any combination of A's and B's. But should I write star on top? No, because maximum length is 6. I will write 6. So instead of star, when you write any number on top of a sub expression, it simply means that sub expression does not repeat 6 times exactly. It means that sub expression can be repeated 0 times 1 times, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times and 6 times, but not more than 6. So 6 is max. Okay, so this is how we solve this problem. Let us start with the next problem. This is a bit tricky problem. Okay, we are asked to design a regular expression for the language L, again over sigma equal to 0, 1, where each string, it ends with 1 and it should not contain the substring 0, 0. There are two constraints. The string should end with 1 and string should not contain a substring 0, 0. Okay. Now, as I've always said, you should always start thinking about the minimum possible strings. So if I ask you, what will be the minimum possible string? In this case, null definitely will not be minimum possible string because every string should end with 1. So if nothing is there, then at least 1 will be there. So minimum possible string in this case will be 1. Then let's see what are the other strings that we can have. Can we have 0, 1? Yes, possible, because the string ends with 1 and there is only 1, 0. Except, can I have 0, 1 as well as 1, 0, both of them together? No, because when I have 0, 1 and concatenate 1, 0 to it, then that is fine. But if I do it ulta, that is when I take 1, 0 first and then concatenate it with 0, 1, you will get 2 zeros. Right? So either 0, 1 only will stay or 1, 0 only will stay. Both cannot stay. Right? So again, 1, 0 cannot stay. Why? Because if you consider 1, 0, the string ends with 0. What we want is string should end with 1. So we will retain 0, 1. So 0 in 1 is one possible string, 1, 0 is not. Then when you build up further, okay, I can have this 1, okay, then I can have this 0, 1, then again I have this 1, so this could be one possible string, or I can have some n number of ones ending with 0, 1 and so on. So looking at this, one thing is very clear, okay, strings like 0, 0 won't be considered because it is having substring 0, 0. 1, 0 and 0, 1 together also won't be considered because they can conflict. If you consider if the first string is 1, 0 and the second string is 0, 1, then it becomes 0, 0. So both 1, 1, yes, 1, 1, n number of ones can be considered, and also 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1 can be considered. So in general, if we look at this problem, okay, the possible strings that can the possible string sequence that can be retained is 1 or 0, 1. So you can retain 1 or you can retain 0, 1, okay, and any combination of these two, because ultimately these strings which are there, they are combination of 1 and 0, 1 together. Now the question is, should I write star on top? What is the meaning of star? Star means 0 or more times, which means if this sub expression has star on top of it, it means this expression can be repeated 0 times or more. But what happens when the sub expression is repeated 0 number of times? Will it not give you null string as the minimum possible string? Yes. Whereas what is a minimum possible string in this case? Is null part of this? No. Minimum possible string is 1, at least 1. And to get 1, this sub expression has to be repeated at least once. So I will be using plus sign, and plus means 1 or more times. Okay, so the required regular expression here will be 1 plus 0, 1 raised to plus. So now if somebody asks, will this particular string be part of the regular expression? Yes. Why? Because 1 can be repeated once or n number of times. Will 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1 will be part of this? Yes, because 1 can be taken from here, then 0, 1 can be taken from here, then any number of ones which are there can be taken from here, then 0, 1 can be taken over here. But some strings like 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 or something like this, 1 0 and 0 1 together should not appear. That's why I have not taken 1 0 as a substring. Okay, I have taken 0 1 and substring 1, because substring 1 can give you n number of ones, substring 0 1 can give you n number of combination of 0 1 0 1, but it ensures that after a 0 there comes 1 and there does not come another 0 to avoid this constraint. So this is the required regular expression. Now let us consider this example. Construct a regular expression for the language over sigma equal to 0, 1, where all the string contain exactly 2 zeros. Now when I say exactly 2 zeros, only 2 zeros. It can't have the third zero. It can't have less than 2 zeros, exactly 2 zeros. Now if you ask me how many ones can be present, any, because it's not mentioned. You may have, you may not have ones, you may have n number of ones, but what is important is the total number of zeros in the string should be exactly 2 zeros. Next question is, are the zeros supposed to be contiguous one after the other, or they can exist anywhere? It may be contiguous or it may exist anywhere. Okay, so as part of solution, the very first thing what I always tell you, what is a minimum possible string in this case? Okay, the mandatory thing is exactly 2 zeros should be there. So minimum possible string will be 2 zeros itself. 0 0 is the minimum possible string. Okay. Now in general, for such statement where exactly 2 zeros are compulsory, okay, that means this part is not compulsory, this part is also not compulsory, and this part is also not compulsory. I mean, this part can be any combination of zeros and ones. It may or may not be there also. This part is also any combination of zeros and ones. It may or may not be there also. This part also is any combination of zeros and ones. It may or may not be there also. Okay. Please again think what I have said. Okay, I said any combination of 0 and 1. Is it true? No. This part and this part cannot be any combination of 0 and 1, because if I say any combination of 0 and 1, I am increasing a possibility of more zeros coming into the picture. So I will revise my statement, what I said earlier. Here it can be any number of ones, 0 or more. Here also any number of ones, 0 or more. Here also any number of ones, 0 or more. No more zeros will be taken. There are exactly 2 zeros. So the final regular expression here will be 1 star. That means 1 may be there, 1 may not be there. If 1 is there, it can exist 1 time, 0 times, or it can exist n number of times. But what is compulsory? This 0. Here also 1 is mandatory, not mandatory, sorry. It may be there, it may not be there. So I will write 1 star, but what is mandatory is this 0. So these 2 zeros should be there. And here again, this one is not mandatory. So this is the required regular expression. This is the required regular expression where exactly 2 zeros are there, number of ones, they may or may not be there. Now again, addressing the query which we had in the beginning, we said there should be exactly 2 zeros, but contiguously one after the other or in any order. See, if this 1 does not appear, then they will look contiguous. If 1 appears, then they may not be contiguous. They may be just embedded in some number of ones in between. Okay, so both cases can occur, and still the regular expression will accept such strings. So this is how the problem is solved. Okay, in this particular problem, we are supposed to construct a regular expression for a language over sigma equal to 0, 1. The constraint here is that every string should have next to last symbol equal to 0. Now what's the meaning of next to last? Next to last means second last. So suppose the string is 1 0 1 1 0 1, then this element is called as next to last element or the second last element. So the constraint imposed on this language is that strings can be of any combination of zeros and ones, but the second last element here should be compulsory 0. Okay, so now when you think about this, the strings, okay, the strings are divided into 3 parts. What about the first part? They've said that the second last element should be 0. What about the previous part? It can be any combination of zeros and ones. So the first part can be any combination of zeros and ones. Okay, this is first part. This is first part, can be any combination of zeros and ones. Then there should be compulsory 0. That is the second last element. And what about this one? Okay, now this last element here in this string, it is 1, but it can be 0 or it can be 1. So it can be either 0 or it can be 1. So basically this is divided into 3 parts. So the required regular expression is, first part can be any combination of zeros and ones. So 0 or 1 star, so this is the first part. Second last element should be 0 compulsorily, no doubt. And the last element, that single 1 element, it could be single 1 or single 0. Okay, so this is the required regular expression. First half can be any combination of zeros and ones. Second last element should be compulsorily 0. And that last one element could be either single 0 or it could be single 1. Right? So this is how we solve the problem. Now this is the very last problem that I am going to consider. No doubt there are many such problems, more problems. I would advise students to solve and practice more problems. However, in this problem, it is again it is clearly said we are supposed to construct a regular expression for the language of strings over sigma equal to 0, 1 as the previous examples. The constraint here is the strings should not end with 0, 1. Okay, the string should not end with 0, 1. Now if string does not end with 0, 1, then how it should end? Okay, so what is the minimum possible string in this case then? Okay, so the minimum possible string here in this case, minimum possible string in this case could be null also. Is it true? Can it be null? Yes. Why? Because in null also the string does not end with 0, 1. Okay, so the minimum possible strings, null, yes. Next minimum possible string, can it be single 1? Single 1 can be accepted, yes, because in single 1 string also it does not end with 0, 1, accepted. What about 0, single 0? Yes, again this should be also accepted because single 0 also does not contain substring 0, 1. So all these 3 strings should be accepted. Okay, now this is about the single string, single length string. If it is not single length string, say if the string is of length 2, 3, 4, 5 and n till infinity, then how the string should be? How should be the regular expression? So one thing is very obvious, the first half of the string can be any combination of zeros and ones. We are not bothered. First half of the string could be any combination of zeros and ones. We will not be bothered. Whereas what we are supposed to consider is the last 2 symbols. Okay, it is clearly said that the last 2 symbols should be 0, 1. Okay, should be 0, 1. Should not be 0, 1, but anything else. First half of the string, okay, first half of the string could be any combination of zeros and ones, any combination of zeros and ones. But the last 2 symbols should not be 0, 1. So if it is not 0, 1, then can it be 0, 0? Yes. Correct? It can be 0, 0. Again, first half can be anything, but last 2, if it is not 0, 1, can it be 1, 0? Yes. Again, first half can be anything. Last 2 elements, if it is not 0, 1, can it be 1, 1? Yes. Is anything else possible? No, because for the strings of length 2, these are the only 4 combinations that we have. So if this combination is not there, it is not possible, should not be there, then only 3 other combinations are there. So now we will consider the single length strings as well as the higher length strings while considering this regular expression. Okay, so first we will write a regular expression for the strings that are of more than that are of length more than 1, say length 2, length 3, length 4, and so on. Okay, so for such strings, the first half of the string can be any combination of zeros and ones. Okay, but the string should either end with 0 0 like here, or the string can end with 1 0, correct, or the string can also end with 1 1. So this is the regular expression for the strings that do not end with 0 1, and such strings are of not length 1 but more than 1 length. So such strings are the strings whose length is more than 1, say 2, 3, 4, and till infinity, right? So we have taken care of the higher length strings. Now what about the single length strings? These are also valid, no? So either this regular expression should work, or null should be accepted, single null, yes, possible, or single 1 is accepted, yes, possible, or single 0 is accepted, yes, it's possible. So the required regular expression is this, and what it means is either only this will work, or only this will work, or only this is work, or only this will work. So either this regular expression, I will call it RE1, will work, or regular expression 2 will work, or regular expression 3 will work, or regular expression 4 will work. Any one of this. So if somebody gives you string 1, then it does not belong to this part, not this part. Yes, it belongs to this part. So 1 is accepted. 0, string 0 is also accepted. Null string also accepted. And if the given input string is of higher length, say 0 1 0 0 1 0 of higher length, then this regular expression will be executed. Okay. Now please note, I had already spoken about something called as the string not getting accepted. I said after the input string is totally scanned, after there is when we reach a state wherein there is nothing more left to be read from the input string, that time I said we should check the regular expression. In the regular expression also, if there is nothing more left to be executed, if all terms are executed, then the string is accepted, I said. Okay, but now please note, in this case this is a valid string. Let's see whether this string is accepted or not. Okay, 0 is encountered here, so it will go to this regular expression. Okay, this sub expression will be executed, and we will pick up 0. So that's how we get 0. Next one, we will pick up 1 from here itself. 0 will be picked up from here itself. 0 will be picked up from here itself. Then you want 1 0, so that will be picked up from here. Okay, and that's how the string has already been successfully scanned, and there is nothing else left to be scanned. Okay, now is the entire regular expression executed? Is the entire regular expression executed? Now you will see, sir, only this part is executed. Okay, these parts are not even touched, so the string should not be accepted. No, remember, when there is plus sign, plus means or, and or says that, okay, if there is result 1 and result 2, okay, either if result 1 is true or result 2 is true, then you get success. What OR tells you? Either one of these results are true. Okay, either this is true or this is true. At least one of these is true, then you get success. So that means, okay, out of 1, 2, 3 and 4 sub-regular expression, at least one regular expression is fully executed and the string validated, then you can say the string is accepted. Okay, this is a special case only when the different smaller regular expressions are connected with plus. Don't relate this with the inside plus here. Okay, this is a plus separating two smaller regular expressions. It is binding two smaller regular expressions, right? So either only this regular expression will work, or only this regular expression will work, or only this, or only this. Any one of them works fully executed for a particular string, that string gets accepted. Similarly, suppose somebody gives you a string, say 0. Now I will say the first regular expression will be skipped. This also will be skipped. Here also it will be skipped, and when this is executed, yes, I will get string 0 matching. Now, will you say that this string is rejected? No, this is still accepted, because although RE1, RE2, RE3 were all not consumed only, they were not executed only, but at least one of them, RE4, was executed fully and the string is accepted. So either one of them is fully executed, the string is accepted. Yes, please keep this in mind. So that is it for the today's lecture. In the next lecture, we are going to see the Chomsky hierarchy, and we are going to see what are the different categories of formal languages as defined by Noam Chomsky. Thank you.